Rhubarb.
You hear this little rumble in the...
Rhubarb.
Who's doing the ADA?
You're doing the intro, George.
I
Rhubarb.
think Scott's a dude. He's a returning guest. He knows it all now.
I can do it, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to another week of Toy Geeks, where we're here to talk about the toys that you want to know about but didn't know they exist.
I like that.
All right,
Nice.
sure. That works.
I'm doing that on the fly.
Yeah.
There's no scripts here.
Impressive.
And we're behind the counter.
That's right.
This is Behind the Counter.
There it is.
And we're at 3D Retro.
Yes.
I thought we weren't supposed to say that.
Oh, wait.
And a secret undisclosed location.
It's not so secret. We
Behind
showed
the
exactly
counter.
how to get here.
Right, there was it just kind of like flew in and ding.
If you're flying, you know how to get here.
You can get here from space.
Welcome back, Scott.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
welcome
glad to be
back.
back here.
We didn't do it. By the way, I'm Ben.
I'm George.
I'm Scott.
Jack.
There we go. And see all the names popped up and everything.
Thank you
Yes.
for a whole week later coming all the way back
Yeah,
here. I
like
know
yeah.
it's-
all that whole
I'm,
drive.
I'm more than willing to show up whenever you guys need something.
And we
That's
asked you to wear the
awesome.
same shirt because I like
This
to wear
is
the
a
same
fantastic shirt.
so-
It's a
And
great
in
shirt.
fact, from now on, whenever I show up, I will be wearing this same exact shirt for every
There
episode.
you go. Not because
Yeah.
we filmed
No,
multiple episodes.
no,
at
it's because
once.
I love this shirt on camera. It looks great.
It does look good.
Yeah.
It looks very
It's
good.
a very nice shirt.
So what are we talking about?
So you were really good at reviewing toys with us last week, and we wanted you back to review
the audience
some more.
demanded it.
That's
It
great.
was.
Thank
The
you.
audience
Thank you for
demanded
your
it.
votes. I appreciate your support.
jeez.
and I'll do everything I can to let you down on this.
Oh.
Excellent.
So let's dive right in.
All right.
We've got some new toys. What
No
should we start
chit-chat.
with? We have a lot of animation today. Why don't we start with?
I forgot to mention on the last episode.
What was the that you forgot to mention?
No, I wasn't saying that for them.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to bust right in with my Robo Toy Fest Keshi.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, this is my version for Wonderfest this year.
Oh, okay.
And we'll
Very
have
cool.
a different one for Designer Con this year. Sculpted.
By somebody that we know.
It was
No,
by
it
your
was not
studio.
me. It was Whitney. We
It
could
was
say
Whitney,
Oh,
but-
Whitney, of course.
It was George's studio with Whitney. And then we had it made by Super 7. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What I like about it is it's flexible enough. I don't like the American super
the
hard,
hard, like,
the
army
suckle
guy.
figures are just too hard.
Oh,
You're gonna throw those at a kid, and it's gonna be like stuck into his head. This is soft. I mean,
like the
can
Keshi
you can
style.
play. It is
Yeah.
totally in the Keshi style.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
is
you can make his two fists make the RTF logo if you push them together. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, that works really well. Very cool.
Yeah, it's your 2.5 inches hits with all your other muscle figures and.
So you said this is the Wonderfest?
This is my Wonderfest color, and then I'll have a new one for Designer
Do you
Con.
give these away or do you
No,
actually
we sell
them?
I sell them, and then when in business meetings and stuff like that, I give them away. Or
Nice.
if I see one little kid on the
this one's
train,
awesome.
I'll give it to him.
I do like the rubbery.
It's
the
better.
rubbery
It's a
feel.
good feel to it. Yeah.
Nice.
So is this the upcoming Wonderfest, like the summer one? Is that what you're doing?
No, I did that for winter.
Oh, you did it for
Winterfest.
winter?
Yeah, I don't go to Japan when it's hot.
Well, yes. I've
Yeah,
heard.
I-
I've heard it's pretty bad in the summer.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
one of the things you forgot to mention to our viewers out there is that you were actually going to be part of another show. You
Oh.
betrayed us.
I didn't betray you. I'm just a man of many toy talents. I'll be on the Toys That Made Us season 3.
Oh, I love Toys That Made Us.
The Toys That Made Us.
I love
It's
that
great.
show.
They're doing a big Power Ranger episode. All the Power Ranger fans are super hot on that.
You know about Power Rangers?
I know a little bit about Power
Just
Rangers.
a bit?
I'm a smidge into the Power Ranger world, and they literally have me. You're gonna see it. I don't want to give anything away.
That's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's coming out soon. Everybody's don't email me for the date. Email Netflix. Say, hey guys, when is this coming out? And they'll say when it does.
But if you haven't seen it yet, you really should watch
Seasons 1 and 2?
1 and 2, which are awesome.
They're on Netflix, and you can now buy them on DVD, so you can just binge watch them
Whoa,
at home
really?
if you don't have an internet connection. I don't
That's
know why I looked
George.
at George when I said
doesn't
when you
have
don't
an
have an
internet
internet
connection.
connection. I look at George.
I have internet.
But you still would buy the DVD.
I would buy that. On
Yeah,
DVD.
yeah.
I love that.
Dial
We've actually had one of our other former guests, Jamie Rivadeneira, which is Japan LA. She was one of the guests on season 2. She talked about it, how she was on the Hello Kitty episode.
Gotcha, yeah.
So you're...
They're great episodes. I did tell them where they were wrong on the Star Wars episode and where they were wrong on the G.I. Joe episode.
No, you're that guy.
I'm that guy. I'm like,
wow.
Hey, wait a minute, you forgot about this. They're like, we know we forgot about it.
So Scott has now earned the nickname of Cliff Clavin around here. He's the Cliff Clavin of the toy world because he knows all of everything.
And for everybody that is under the age of 30, can you please tell them who Cliff Clavin is?
Google it. It's fine.
Let's get into the toys.
Before we do, speaking of the toys that made us, that's the name of the show, right?
Yeah.
The Four Horsemen were also on that.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention last week that the Four Horsemen have put up their pre-orders for their next line, and it includes 2 of the figures that are going to be at PowerCon this year.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen them, I will pull them up now, and we will.
Do you want me to talk about them? I can talk about them. Okay. Well, first off is a Trapjaw homage.
So right now you're probably seeing the image of it.
And it's fantastic. It's really there we go.
So this is their Mythic Legions line of figures.
That gives me, look at that, the hair on my arm is just went up.
Oh my gosh.
That is so exciting for me because Trapjaw is one of my more favorite characters out of the Masters Universe line.
Wow, that's really
And that is like a movie version you would see of Trapjaw.
What's
And
the
now the
scale?
second one
Is Puror. Yeah.
Ooh.
So we had a Battle Cat for last PowerCon. This is Skeletor's cat with armor. You get another cat armor version. It's got the big shoulder pads that you get with the Mythic Legions, your cat head. Double-headed, it looks like a sword, but that's technically a battle axe. It has 2 blades at the front, larger than the circumference of the total sword. It's considered a battle axe.
Clavin is
know
really
these
in the bag.
Holy
Jeez.
moly.
I think he's just laying it on extra.
No, Voltron doesn't have a blazing sword. It has a blazing battle axe. It's not a sword. It's a battle axe.
We gotta have this guy on more often.
the circumference at the top.
That's like when freaking Aquaman holds his thing. He's like, I have a trident. It's like, no, that has 5 points. It's not a trident.
It's still considered a trident if it's 3 to 5 or 7 points. If it's at a spear ending with multiple points, it's considered a trident. The 3 that make the word trident is the most known. But you can have up to 5 to 7. You can have 5 or 7 points. It's still considered a trident.
I'll stop complaining.
Yeah.
We're really discussing this right now?
This is important thing.
Hey. It's called Toy Geeks.
Yes, I can get very technical, like way too technical. Like, yeah.
So we've seen.
I know
All right,
my
so
technical.
what toy would we like to talk about
Let's
first?
talk about, let's pull out the line over there from our friend Joe Ledbetter.
Do you have a particular order in mind?
Just
pull
bring
them all
out. Just
All
bring
right,
them
You can
out.
have that. You don't have
All
to.
at the same time?
Yeah.
I will keep that. Thank you so much.
They're finally here.
How about we
First
flip them
reveal
around?
at Comic-Con.
Let's not show them the back of the
Oh, yeah,
box
sorry.
straight off the bat.
So we are missing one. We're missing Catwoman.
Has like a flap.
Yeah, they're magnetic box flaps.
But
right?
it just flaps right open. But we have
they come with,
Batman,
like, mini
Robin,
sort of
and the
cards. Do you
Penguin.
see that?
Yeah.
Of course, we're missing the female
in there.
figure.
That's a nice little. You get a little bonus card
Yeah.
there, and that little
Oh.
artist card.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
really
cool.
neat.
It's
Right
a
here.
printed signature, but I imagine if you find them at Designer Con, you
Oh,
can
he'll
get
be
it
there.
signed. Yeah, right.
So these, as we mentioned, these are from Joe Ledbetter. This is part of the Artist Alley collection from DC Collectibles. The first time we saw these were on preview at San Diego Comic-Con
yep.
last year. And then they did bring them to preview again at Designer Con, where it's more of our crowd and a lot more people knew who Joe was. So let's go ahead and open these up.
Oh, we're really opening
Oh
them
yeah,
up.
we are opening these guys up. That's what we do here.
All right. Everyone's got nifs, but me. I
Use your Coke now.
that is what it's there for. Not cocaine. Opening toys. Better make sure we have a PG show here.
And these are really reasonable, right? Aren't they like $65?
So yeah, these go
or
for
something?
$60 each.
Even the Batman.
Even the Batman.
Even though he's so much bigger than Penguin
Yeah.
or Robin.
There's that smell.
Oh yeah. That's the good stuff.
The rule behind vinyl smells is the sweeter the smell,
The better.
the more toxic it is. So you want a vinyl toy not to smell too sweet and it's not so toxic. If it smells really, really sweet, like we had one earlier, that just means it's really toxic.
That goes in perfectly in there. That
Let it
is-
air out for a while. Wow. All right, Batman is free. I got him free of the packaging.
Really?
The penguin is out and about too.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
Have this
it
one
has
saved.
like a little bit of a tail here, so you could hang him on something. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, that's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
I imagine it's like that though, for him to stand.
There you go. And there's
You
the
know,
penguin.
after the packaging, he is not size differenced for
No, I
the
don't think
price.
they're- I don't think
there's,
they're to scale.
I was thinking that
Jack?
he should have been
Should I just cut
priced a little higher because the box is so much bigger, but it's really just the wings. Toy-wise, he's the same mass as Penguin there, which is a little bit larger wings.
Yeah.
But look at how much bigger this packaging is to protect him.
It's so awesome. It's so awesome. First time I saw these, I love them. And seeing them again in person.
We got a lot of racket going on down there. Jack is having a little trouble.
Come on, Jack. Wait, you never opened up a Western toy before?
I have. These remind me of Nerf guns.
Oh my gosh.
He's ready there. You can put yours on your like a cockatiel. You just put it on your shoulder.
There you go. There's Robin.
Stop that racket. Jesus.
I love it. I love. Oh, they're numbered. They're actually
they?
numbered.
Sweet.
This is 134 out of 3,000.
I have a number 97 on Batman of 3,000.
Wow.
And this
better.
is number 1,482
Oh,
out
wow.
of 3,000. These are hand numbered.
Are they?
They're really pushing the collectible part of these limited releases.
You know what? Good for them.
Yeah.
Good
They
for
are
them.
hand numbered.
Holy mackerel. DC Collectibles, good job.
Number
You know, there's
97 too. That's
especially with his artwork, very distinctive line work. It's really shown up well in a 3D
These are so
toys
great.
for these.
I love these so much.
Yeah, they're really nice.
The fact that there's only 3,000 of them, I mean, it's high, but then again, it's also a licensed figure. It falls into the mainstream line of like, you know, DC and Batman and all that stuff. So even
You
at
seen the
3,000, it doesn't seem that bad.
He's a bit heavy.
oh yeah. He
Not
is.
to say, you
See
know,
Batman?
Penguin's eating
He's filled
some,
with something, right?
Yeah, he's filled with fish.
Fish.
That's the smell.
Yes.
So what do you guys think?
They're really
I
nice.
like the big wings, little feet on the Robin.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Batman is in a real classic pose. He sits down on a kind of tripod-ish, which is great. And with his curved jacket, gives him that floating up in the air spot for Penguin. Dynamically, they're very distinctive and follow in. You could have one, two, or all three as
Yeah.
part of your collection.
I like the little,
but there's
like,
a fourth one we don't have here. There is a
Gerald
Catwoman
Yeah.
we don't have.
Which does fall into the same aesthetic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm very happy that they were able to capture Joe's style so well.
Yeah.
Because with his thick black lines and that 2D, 3D like type of drawing that he does, where it's like some things that look very flat, it's hard. It's really hard to do that. I mean, trust me, we at 3D Retro made one of his figures, and it was very hard to capture that. Like the factory really needs to know what they're doing. So for them to create these 3 or 4 figures and capture that so well, I think it's a home run.
yeah, the Robin is great.
I love them all.
The Penguin really sticks out. You got that. You go from a side profile there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's good. It's
Yeah.
really good. Either side works really well because he's got the cigar sticking out the side,
Yeah. the
which is
row
a
with the
reference
smoke.
to Burgess Meredith,
Yes.
where he's got the extra bit.
What do you think,
I love
George?
how his feet are in the pose too. Like one's forward, one's back.
Yeah, like even
That's
his
nice.
feet, they're not just like up. They're like they got that bend to them. Like the little toes are bent. It's weird
Yeah.
to have like the regular bat logo on it for some reason to me. I don't know.
It should be a bit
It's-
more battier.
Oh.
It should just be a little bit transformed.
Like if Joe should have drawn his own version.
Yeah,
of
like
that
his own
logo.
style. Like that's the thing.
There's
It's just,
a Robin logo is R too.
Yeah.
It's standard. That's your 70s, 80s R
Maybe
logo.
he
Yeah.
just wanted to keep it like.
no, I mean it's
like a
fine.
homage.
I'm just trying to be picky.
I mean, Batman is wearing his underwear on his outside of his fur. So.
There you go.
It's very cool. The sculpting's really nice too.
And if you haven't noticed, it's actually a bat, a robin, and a penguin.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah,
And the Catwoman is a cat.
What?
Yeah.
There's a
Amazing.
theme. There's a theme
There's a
there.
theme.
Amazing. So I think these are great. I think these are a home
really
run.
nice.
These go for $60, as we mentioned. They're
Which is a
available.
really good deal.
Yeah, they are. They're available at your local vinyl toy collectible stores. They're also available at your local comic book stores.
If you want them from a comic book shop, you need to tell them to order it for you.
True.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you just hope these show up, that comic store may only order one set, and that dude that got there 10 minutes before you, he's going to buy them.
Right. Now, or just go to your local vinyl store like 3D Retro or My Plastic Heart or Kotobukiya or guys like that, and you can pick these up there because they're all ordering these no matter what.
But
the other thing,
3,000, there's not going to be a lot left after
No.
your direct market hits,
Yeah.
fills them up. Pre-order them.
now the other thing is that they did have on preview at Designer Con was they had different color variations of these, and
did.
the color variations are the runs are a lot smaller on these. Like, I think they're like maybe 300 or 400 pieces.
Yeah, that's about right.
But there is going to be a lava version, which Joe is very much known for, which is like the black and glow usually version. And then I think there's also a pink lineup of these as
was
well.
it Pink Lemonade? I don't remember what it was called. It had some sort of descriptor. I don't remember. But pink, yeah.
Yeah, but they were all pink, and they look.
Do we know that
pretty
they're
damn
actually
good.
making those? They
I
were thinking about it.
I think so. I think
Okay.
they're waiting for retailers to basically say, like, yes, we'll take them.
Yeah.
I know that one of the colors, like, I had agreed to. I basically said, like, yeah, I'll definitely take
nice.
that as an exclusive. So I'll do my due diligence and probably contact them and be like, yes, where are they? Because seeing these in person again just reminded me how great they are.
They're really nice.
And if you like that style of thinking, there was a really cool Kickstarter recently called Field Notes, an ecological journal of nature's marvels. Get it? Marvels? Where they had like this kind of thing where there's like a bat,
neat.
but drawn with like Batman. But they did, of course, the Robin. It's the same exact kind of thinking,
Yeah.
but like the Squirrel Girl and then like Spider-Man, a spider with the Spider-Man stuff. So you can look up that on.
Is the Kickstarter for a book?
yeah,
Yes.
it's an
Okay,
art.
yeah,
it's an
it's
art book.
Neat.
Yeah.
I backed it too. I think it already
ended, but you can always get on board later. Like you can always find the guy's website and look
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
from Jeff Carpenter.
Very
Cool. Well, let's keep going with the cartoon stuff, and we have
How about these
some
guys?
more figures from Soap Studio and Toy Qube. Now, we talked about the other.
Oh, yeah.
Corky, those. Who was the artist behind that?
Well, one of them, was it the Sylvester, was Tika.
Yeah, but who did the salmon also?
Who does that
The-
sushi? The sliced up
Yeah.
sushi.
Oh, that's Chino Lamb?
Chino Lamb, thank you. So we reviewed those, and then we also did the Molly Marvin. There was a
That's
Marvin the
right.
Martian and Molly.
Kenny Wong.
And now this is another.
Let me guess. Jason Freeney.
No, this is,
What?
This looks nothing
No,
like
this
Jason.
is oh
Yeah,
boy.
that's crazy.
I-
I
Say on
remember
here?
seeing this art a while ago.
I forget.
Seeing
The
it in
name.
toy form though
Is
is a bit more impressive. I like.
who's the artist from the box?
Jason Freeney?
No,
he
he's
goes
not-
by Interference, but he Pat
Lee.
Lee, yeah. There we go.
Pat Lee.
I was gonna say that,
But he
I
goes
wasn't
by
sure.
Interference.
I think so.
These are actually vinyl.
They are, yes.
Vinyl.
So Get Animated is obviously artist interpretations.
Interference, yeah.
Where do
It
you
says
see
that.
Pat Lee?
Pat Lee, designed by Pat Lee,
Oh.
sculpted by Park Liu.
These are
Soap Studio.
from the Get Animated project, like Ben said. It's Warner Brothers, licensed. It's a co-production between Toy Qube and Soap Studio, which is Hong Kong based.
What do you think?
I think they're pretty nice. I think for their price point, we probably could have had another paint app on the Bugs Bunny. It looks like he's missing a color.
Really?
The grays are blending in too much for me. Like the gray of his fur and the gray of the inside.
Oh, like that line.
Yeah,
All those
like
lines there.
that should have been another color to make it distinctive, because the Tweety comes out much more vibrant because the yellow into the gray, into the brain, into the muscle shows up better than the Bugs. I'm losing some colors on Bugs.
Interesting.
compared to the Tweety, which is a much more dynamic color range.
I wonder if they did it just to match maybe the
Yeah, the
original
gray
art.
is like super similar, right?
Yeah,
but
it's
it's actually
true.
different.
It is different. That's definitely a Pantone color away, but because of that,
It just kind of blends together.
in.
Yeah.
Or you don't have that problem with the Tweety. The
Especially
Tweety,
on
every
the
color
face, it
fits
does
out.
that too, right?
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
tell that that's supposed to be a different color.
Yeah. So you lose a little bit of the sculpt because of that.
You are. I mean, I would have chosen a different color tab for that.
So when I saw the pictures of this guy, of both of these figures, I thought, this is insane. It looks kind of ridiculous.
As a throwback to that crazy Mickey with the guitar, remember?
Yes.
It has that kind of style to it, where you're
Yeah.
taking a character
Yeah.
that's so mainstream and going really off the wall with it.
Right. And this is probably the craziest they've done with Bugs and Tweety. But seeing it in person is really freaking cool. And I think you have to see it in person to really get a feel for these figures. I mean, granted, if you're buying it online, you kind of just have to trust what we say.
Trust Ben.
But these are pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I prefer the Tweety, even though they're designed by the same person, partly because it really pushes, makes really good use of that 3D with like coming out of the head and the texture on the feet.
And
It's really
I
cool.
think that's because of the colors. The colors
maybe.
jump. You have so much more of a contrast where the Bugs, you're losing that contrast. If this was
Right.
actually metal, where it should be metal, and you had those internal organs be another color, it would
Ooh,
have
like
popped
a
more.
like that metallic.
Yeah,
gray.
if that metallic
Yeah.
was up in here, you know that was metal. Right now, you can only tell that chest is metal if you're looking at it this close. You're like, oh, he's also part robot.
It's interesting because they did use the metal for the USB
Yeah.
tube.
Yeah.
So they have that
That's
ability
actually
to
a cool
put that
idea.
paint app in there. They just didn't do it.
Interesting.
And there's a bolt here that could have been metal.
What do you think, George?
That's a really good point.
Chris Reiniak.
It's not for you. But what do you?
Poor Chris, he's become your scapegoat when you don't like stuff. You just invoke him.
I mean, but,
I am invoking Chris Reiniak on
but
these.
what do you think of the figures?
They're not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me.
I like the USB too. You're right. I mean, the robot aspect doesn't really come through very well.
You're missing it out.
I didn't even know that was supposed to be a robot.
Yeah,
That's
until you
because the
pointed
colors
out.
are off.
Because you see, like, this is like all supposed to be
Now,
mechanical
maybe
tubing
on
and
the
stuff.
original art, it would show up better, but when you're going to a three-dimensional, you needed to have done a different color change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time, hire Scott to paint your samples. There you go.
I am for hire.
Well, there you go. Why don't we do these are available. You guys should check them out. They go for quite a bit, actually. Do we know how much they go for?
I don't remember.
I think they go for.
We're looking this up right now. We're
Yeah.
very well prepared.
very well prepared.
Yeah.
Look
Yes.
at how different color looks in the original painted master.
Oh wow!
Now, the inside of the ear is yellow.
But look, this is not silver.
That's not silver. The silver part here is not silver. It's gray in the
Tooth is
paint
white.
master. Also, the skin tone on the bunny tone, is much darker than the gray in here. You can clearly see a difference.
These look like bone instead of
being metal cyborg.
gray.
Yeah.
And wait a minute, it's totally different.
Oh, that's the thing. Oh, now we're going to Tweety. We're doing our on site-to-site comparisons.
By the way, we're looking at the Toy Chronicle right now. If you want to look these up.
So this is production to prototype
Price.
painting.
Go back. Stop.
This kind of stuff happens all the time. When you have something at a prototype paint, you take it to factory, you get changes, small changes, you get color differences. We're seeing quite a dynamic change between what a prototype paint would be and what a final product would is.
Huh.
Yeah, these colors just pop way
They
better.
do. They really. And that's my complaint, is they're not popping as much as they
Look
should.
at that. Even in the eye, the checkers are supposed to be black and white.
Yeah, you can't see it.
The ear, they painted yellow. You know what?
Do we have a different version?
I wonder if they submitted that for approval with the actual studio. And the studio was like, no.
We want you to
You
change
can't
this.
make his ear yellow. You can't make that, black goo or something. You can't make that. You have to keep his body gray. You have to do this. You have to do that. And basically what they came up with was this as
Instead of
opposed
that.
to that.
I still think what we're part of on the grays that we're seeing a difference between I don't know, wherever it is on your screen, is a difference between a paint master and production.
Yeah, I think so.
But that I've seen that much of a color
But
difference.
look, even so, if you look at that one, even the gloves are not painted white. He's not wearing gloves in that one.
I can see them putting that in as a request that Bugs Bunny always has to wear gloves. You got to change that to gloves. That I'm fine with, but the red on his arm, the red on the that's not red. It's pink. You know, there's a lot of differences in it. Wow.
Yeah.
But my main concern is these are two different colors. His skin tone should be darker than that color, and it would pop.
It'd be interesting to find out what it was, like if it was a production change or if it was a licensor change.
I can see the gloves being a licensor change.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Because sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes they just have to follow the rules of the studio, and the studio basically tells them, like, you either do it this way or you don't release the figure at all.
Don't worry. That was just,
All right.
that was nothing.
Well, let's do some blind boxes then.
Oh, all right.
How about we do
blind
that?
boxes.
In the middle, sort of.
In the middle of the episode.
You know we always do it at the end.
So,
That's true.
watch the last episode. So, that
So
reference makes
Jack,
sense.
you brought us some blind boxes
Yeah,
all
these
the way
from Shanghai.
Yay!
These are made by Pop Mart, Mickey Family. This is their first Disney product, I believe.
Wow, they're heavy.
And I
a
got
chunk
these
in there.
actually. There are Pop Mart stores all over in China, and this one was right across the street in the mall from my hotel.
Sitting Baby series.
Tell me about this. Why has it got a Pop Mart sticker right all across it?
So I think
Shows that
when
he
I bought
paid
it,
for
right,
it. He
they
didn't
put
steal
that
this
on
one.
there.
He paid
Yep.
for these.
Exactly.
I'd be pissed. What if I was a box collector?
You should buy another one and have him put the sticker on the bag.
Yeah.
Is there anyone? Oh, I kind of want the Scrooge McDuck.
The Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
So I think the secret is they don't show on here, but it's gold.
Oh, I know which one I got.
They give you a card.
Do they give you a card?
Nice.
Yeah. I don't have to open it now. I got Pluto.
Oh,
Don't you want to see what he looks
I
like?
got
though?
Pluto too.
You do?
Oh, you did?
Well,
Is your Pluto different than mine?
no, it isn't.
Yeah, it's the same one.
It's the same Pluto.
Here, I'll trade you. We won't tell him that we
Oh,
switched.
there you go. How do you like that? You got Dale.
Yep.
Nice.
Dale has the red nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't this look like Rice Krispies?
Kind of, yeah.
That's the Rice Krispies logo.
Delicious. Oh, you got Mickey.
Oh, look at that. We did get a Mickey.
Yay!
I say we as in Jack.
Now you got a Pluto with Mickey.
He's got two. They put both dogs by Mickey.
Oh, there you
he's
go.
Got, he's got like as guard dogs there in front
So
of
these
him.
are fairly new.
protect me.
These came out like in the late March, I think.
They're pretty cool.
How many figures total?
I think there are.
We have 12 figures with
Yep.
one secret.
Yep.
Figures are Minnie, another Minnie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Two Minis.
Minnie
What-
One red and one pink, yeah.
Okay, well then where's Mickey? Mickey's secret. Mickey is the secret.
Mickey's the secret one.
Mickey is the secret because
Out
then
of
there's
all
Chip,
of them?
Dale, Huey, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, Pete, Goofy, Scrooge, and the secret is Mickey. So
The
you,
one on the cover of the box is
Yes.
the secret one.
How would we ever be able to tell what the secret one is, though?
now, is there a gold Mickey? But like, or is it just given that there's 13 figures and you always get a Mickey? But is it gold Mickey?
Actually, I actually think that the Mickey, the secret is actually gold. For some reason, he's not listed on here. I guess they figured he was on the box because if it says 12 designs plus the hidden, right? So there's really 13.
Oh, I see.
It's just a little weird.
Okay.
He should be on the side.
So that means there's actually 14.
14?
Yeah. If there's 12 figures and one's gold, then there's 14.
No, they go 12 plus 1.
Yeah.
And then one
So
has a
over
color
here-
difference. That's 12.
That's 12, but that's
but they're
the
not
hidden
showing
one.
the original
So
Mickey
technically
on
it's
here.
11 here plus a hidden one.
But
Plus
you
the
know
12th
the hidden one that's on the cover of the box.
one. Right.
Never guess who's in the box.
Oh,
Mickey,
boy.
he's on the cover, but it's going to be a secret.
Oh.
Well, if you got a complaint, just write to them.
Yes.
Pause for a second. See, hey, we got a special delivery at the door. It's
Look
Two-Bit
what
Hack,
just
everyone.
showed up.
Hey, Two-Bit, can you come around the side and just say hello? Come on.
He's like, yes, I can't wait.
Guess we should have asked him if he wanted to do this first.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it over.
Yeah, right there. You're popping in
Yeah.
there. So then now you're out. Now you're out. Now you're out, and then you can pop in when I'll bring up the toy, and then you'll show up. Or do you want to show up with the toy like that?
This is all staying
This
in.
is
You know
all
Victoria's
staying
not changing any of this. No one will hear you talk, but
But
Oh yeah.
you brought me Empire Loco Essay.
Oh no.
MCLD4.
MCLD4.
It's Modelo Chelado as a droid.
Nice.
And this is for the War Stars show happening here at 3D Retro on May the 4th.
this already happened. You saw this already on
It's
May
already,
4th.
already here and gone.
We are experts at this.
So sad. It's already sold. Well, thanks for dropping it off, man.
Dropped it off in the future. He's going back to the past.
Back to the past.
2-bit hack. Thank you for coming by
Thanks,
the
everyone.
show.
2-bit hack, everyone. We'll see you last week.
I'm really confused. You know how this
This
works?
is what happens when you own a DeLorean. Things just... Did you break this?
No, it comes apart. Mine's a Tsum
Sorry.
Now I'm seeing if the heads come on. Oh, they do. Oh, here, let's start switching things around.
Here.
Yeah.
You weren't going to keep these, were you?
Well, yeah, but
They
I
go
can,
right
I can
back
just
together.
put them back.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're
not a
now we're
problem.
just making bastards to
Cosplay.
science.
Oh, cosplay.
Cosplay.
that.
That's what we're calling it.
Bam.
That's way cuter.
There's,
All
a,
right,
that is
there's a
cute.
dog, Pluto with the Mickey body, a Mickey with a dog body.
See, now it doesn't matter if you got doubles.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's all mixed up, mixing them up now.
How much were these?
Now people
Too
are
much.
More
confused.
than you should have spent.
I think they're like 11-ish.
11. So
That's
typical.
not bad.
All right.
More than you should have spent.
Let's change it up a little bit.
One
and
last thing.
Oh, we got
Let's-
something else to.
Let's
review.
talk about something sexy. Is that how you would say it?
That's not how I would say it.
How
but
would you say it?
Let's just talk about this Hellraiser 3 Pinhead figure.
Okay, let's talk about this Hellraiser 3 Pinhead figure. That's sexy.
This is a well-known theme for Kotobukiya is to take whatever female figure you can and make it super sexy.
I love this line. They did Freddy, Jason. They did
You know, all those female characters.
they did a Ghostbusters version. They did.
Did they do Slimer as a sexy Ghostbuster girl?
Not yet. They should do Slimer. They did Luke Skywalker
As
one,
a sexy girl?
but
Isn't that Princess Leia?
they've been concentrating on the horror lines are the best ones.
Yeah.
They did Evil Dead. Did you see the Evil Dead
An
ones?
evil Ash
Yeah,
girl.
Evil.
I can tell you right now, you can look right up Pinhead's skirt, and she is not wearing any underwear.
Whoa.
I see Paris, I see France. She has no underpants.
Oh. How does she sit on this?
Very carefully.
Oh,
It's the
Yeah,
wrong way.
wow.
so
it's a
this goes
two-part.
in here,
Okay.
and that plugs in here.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
Sounds like it works pretty
So
well.
I'm
Nice
going to
and
keep
positive.
this, and Scott, you can buy it for me at Decon next year.
Oh, awesome. I'll give
$1.
you pennies on the dollar.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Glasses are coming off. That means I'm getting serious, folks.
Very serious here, guys.
Yes.
Here we go.
Lots of little pins in the head.
Yeah,
That's good.
really nice.
really good.
I don't see any of them bent out of shape like a NECA toy, which is awesome.
Oh,
Not naming names or anything.
I'm just saying they have a hard time with that.
great paint job.
It's a good paint job.
You're looking under the skirt again a lot.
Look, they
paint
do not
job.
make that kind of view if they don't want you to look up the skirt. That's what sells the figures. Like, I want a Pinhead figure. I want to go to hell, but I want to look up a skirt, and this is it. This is the toy for you. It's fantastic. Just to be technical, these are the correct forms of the Hellraiser box.
Wow,
I like
there
the
you go.
interior of the box. It's
Yeah,
pretty
and the
fun.
inside's all flesh.
Wow.
You know, that's not technical to the inside of the box, but
Yeah.
it works here. Good. She's holding a box in her hand, and the gloves paint. You know, her skin's that blue gobby, but she's got sexy eyes. She's got some really sexy eyes.
Look at those heels too.
Yeah, great heels. You notice the voice change. I talk about her eyes.
Yeah.
Got sexy eyes. This is a fantastic figure for this line. I like it better than the other figures that already come out because I'm a little partial to Hellraiser.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like horror films, but I like mythology. And I felt that Clive Barker always built mythology with his horror. Nightbreed and Hellraiser aren't just slashing. We're not killing you just because we like to kill you. We're killing you because they've been for decades or whatever. There's a reason why these creatures live, and that's why they killed you. So I like the mythology aspect of Hellraiser and Nightbreed.
I love Nightbreed.
Nightbreed's
Really
fabulous.
nicely done.
There's a new 4-hour version coming out of Nightbreed, and I'm so excited for that. Wow. Yeah, it's great. This is an awesome figure. I mean, if you could go to hell, it might as well be from a sexy Pinhead.
There you go.
And go buy it.
Yeah, I dig it.
It's really
I dig
nice.
it a lot. This is probably one of the best ones from the series.
And the display is great too.
Yeah, I think they really hit it out of the...
I think
Hard.
what we're seeing here is when they've done a couple, and now they hit the stride.
Yeah, you're right.
They've done first they weren't sure how far they could go with being sexy horror, and now they know they can go this sexy with the horror, and it works.
And people will like it.
People
dig
will like
yeah.
it. I mean, if I saw her at a show, I'd want to get a photo with her. A sexy Pinhead in cosplay. That's awesome.
I've seen, it's funny because they do sometimes take like the toy versions of these and the cosplayers just
Absolutely.
use it. Like there was a Chucky one, and there were a lot of girls that later on that
We call her Jennifer Tilly.
No,
She's real.
but no, I mean like they actually did one like this of Chucky, and it was really good. And then I saw some cosplayers dress up as them. So good job. Good
Fantastic piece. What's the retail on this price, George?
job. These guys, actually these guys they usually go for anywhere between like $80 and $90.
Okay.
So that at least that's how much we usually retail them for at 3D Retro.
Which is the normal in price for any of those Kotobukiya type figures of the sexy girls. of
Yeah.
that.
Here's my beef with almost every Pinhead toy that comes out.
They have pins in the head?
Like the pin ends are always so exaggerated because they have to do it that way.
They have to do it so you can see that it's a pinhead, because if you made the pins smaller and more accurate for
break.
scale, it would break, or we would never see it with our eye.
They end up just looking like giant nails.
They are giant nails at that point. I actually did
I would rather them just be tubes.
I don't think it'll look good.
I wanted to do a parody one time of Hellraiser, and I called it Heckraiser. And instead of nails, pins in the hail, I was going to do Q-tips. That way I couldn't have to worry about anything being damaged. I had Q-tips on
That's awesome.
the actor's head. I never made this, but Heckraiser.
Well, now it's out there, and somebody else is going to make it.
Go. I'll give you my script. It's fine.
Awesome.
Make it. Heckraiser.
I think it's great.
It's beautiful.
Good job.
Kotobukiya.
All right. I think that's it.
Fresh out of toys?
Well, no, we have. We actually have. What do you got over there, Jack?
You got anything special?
We got one more. Let's do one more.
All right.
This is YuTong, which is,
Is that a
newer
Molly?
toy. It's by Kenny Wong, but it's not a Molly. She's like, deep sea kind of diver.
It kind of looks like Molly.
Well, she has the eyes. I mean, it's
a bit
definitely
Molly-ish.
Yeah,
similar
like the
character.
whole face with the duck lips and the eyes.
Those
and-
eyes are
So-
kind of distinctive.
Yeah,
YuTong
very.
first debuted at Toy Soul in kind of like a fish version, which she is kind of like a fish, right? But kind of like a koi colorway, like white and red, and
almost looks
this
space-like.
edition
Almost space-like.
Like if you like a black and white cereal.
underwater.
I do like it a lot.
This
It
is
really
the Paradise Toys exclusive that they released at their Black and White show.
But it's
produced
great.
by How to Work.
Yeah,
It looks a lot like Molly.
it kind of does.
It looks a lot like Molly. Come on.
But what's interesting is that she's not. This toy is not nearly as popular. It is popular, at least in China, as Molly.
It doesn't have the name that just rolls off the tongue.
Right. And
What's the name of this one?
YuTong.
Yeah, see, it's hard to beat
Yeah.
Molly. That's an
YuTong.
easy way to say something.
And the other kind of interesting thing about this toy, if you're a big like Kenny Wong fan, is you'll recognize that this is kind of him merging the two worlds of Molly, which is cute toys, and he used to do right before he started Molly, he was doing Copperhead, which was like a dive series, like old school diving helmets, and so this is his way of trying to merge the two back together. Thanks, Scott. That's nice.
There he goes.
That's how you play with that.
Yeah.
Is this 3-0 made those, right? The Copperhead CD?
The Copperheads, maybe,
Think so.
maybe.
It's just the voices coming out of the air.
It happens a lot. I'm just used to it now.
All of a sudden he's watching. All of a sudden he's paying attention.
Yeah, not on the last show. He's asking us all these questions like, wait, what
Okay,
happened?
well, I did the breaking for George this time, and it does have a couple points of articulation.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it just snaps right into moving.
What do you think, George?
Now I've worn it in, he can break it.
I think
How
the
much
legs
does this
probably
cost?
do too.
It's about $100.
$100. For the size, it's actually,
A limited vinyl, that's not bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I like this colorway. And at STS Milk, the famous Milk magazine, they had a all-white version, which was pretty nice.
I like this color. I don't know if I'd like the other colors. Like, I don't know if I'd like a fully painted one.
I'm curious to see what the koi version looked like, a golden fish one. I think that would be neat.
I think because it seems a little noir with the old
Yeah.
school glasses and the old fin type, it kind of looks like it's out of a black and white classic movie,
Yeah.
which is why I like it. I like that color.
The nostalgia of the
Yeah.
Not for
black and white.
No, Chris? Not for
Chris?
you?
No.
All right. One day. Oh, wait.
You
There it
think
is.
it's George, but it's really Chris.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well,
Now we're
I
fresh
think
out of
that's
toys.
it. Now we're out of toys. Well, Scott,
It's a
thanks for
preview.
joining us again.
Yeah, thank
No
you very
problem.
much.
I'm glad to be here, and
We might ask you to drive back next week as well, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'll be here, and I will wear the same shirt every time I'm on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the rule for you.
You
now.
know,
And
I'm
you're not
young
going to
to-
wash it, right?
No, it's expensive.
God,
These are
no.
dry clean only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Technically, this isn't the first time you've been on this show, or have been on a show in this building.
Yeah, I
right.
did make an appearance here for Mark Hamill's Pop Culture Quest.
Yeah.
We filmed that here at the wonderful studios, 3D Studios.
3D Retro Studios.
3D Retro
what
Studios.
what a lot of people may not know is that if you look up Mark Hamill's Pop Culture Quest, his den was actually the 3D Retro store.
Yeah, right
So-
back there. So you should come to the store and just take photos as a tourist attraction.
There you go.
And buy toys while
And
you're
buy
here.
toys. Thank you.
You can't help not buy toys when you're here. Swing by the store.
Please do. But in the meantime, why don't you go ahead and please like and share and follow us on the YouTube and
Smash that like button.
Yes.
whoa,
Wow.
yeah,
That was a
That's
bit of
good.
enthusiasm.
that's
Jeez.
good. I like that.
You can find me at Scott Zilner on Instagram. I do some really great work on Instagram.
Oh, awesome! And you can find us on Instagram as well at Toy Geeks BTC. So please do that. Follow us and share and comment and tell us what you guys think about all these toys and how sexy that is. And
You can look right up the skirt.
there you go. And we will see you guys next week.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
Thank you.